What's going on out there in YouTube and Rumble land? Hope everybody's doing decent, pulling through. At least, having a decent day. And thank you to whoever, the one I was, to the donation that I woke up to the other morning. Thank you. It wouldn't let me reply to you for some reason, but thank you so very. That helped beyond you. You have legitimately no idea how much that helped. Seriously, thank you so very much. I appreciate everything, no matter how big or how fucking small it is. It does not matter. It can legitimately be a donation. It can legitimately be a like, a view, a sub. I don't care. It's all beneficial. 55 just passed on the clock. It's all beneficial. Everything helps. Just kind of like in life. Everything that you do, as long as you're going in the right direction, everything's a win. No matter how big or how small it is, it's all a win. So we just gotta, it's all in the way you look at it. Literally, all in the way you look at it. Kind of like me in my situation. I'm still not looking at this as a, bad thing. I mean, it sucks in every sense of the word, but I'm getting balls rolling slowly but surely. It's just a matter of time. And as long as you stay on it and keep on it and every fucking thing else, you ain't gonna have a damn issue. Minus the normal red tape that life likes to throw at us. So that is not going to be that big of a fucking deal. We're gonna try a difference. Since I basically do 3, 3, and 3, we're gonna go 3, 3, and 3. Kind of save on space here a little bit this morning. Mix it up a little bit. Nine of the Page of Cups. Let's go one more. And we'll get this bad boy started. What we got? Still Page of Cups on the bottom. Are we starting to understand the fact of loving ourselves? Are we starting to understand the fact that we should be the most awesome person we know? Because the alternative's 10 of Wands. Haven't we honestly, 3:13 on the clock, haven't we honestly sat here and done enough with the 10 of Wands? I know physically and metaphorically with me, my back is not happy. I don't care whether it's the 20 years and working I just got done doing, that I filed for my disability, or regardless what it is, but 2 of Wands. I'm getting a sense of the future isn't really blocked, but it's more of a, you're on your path, and whatever is meant to be on your path will be on your path, is what I'm getting with that, with those brick walls. Because it's I'm getting a sense of laser focus. Not, you're looking out, but you're more looking, laser focus. It's more of a, kind of like I tell my cohort all the time, I have no problem being social. That's fine. I'm very social. I'm a very social person. It's just, I'm only going to be social with the people that I deem worthy of me being social with. AKA boundaries. Yeah, Five of Swords. Boundaries. See, you're not even, you're just like, and then with the Page of Coins and the Page of Swords, yeah, no, I'm getting a, kind of like with this Two of Wands, I'm getting like, it's, dare I say, like two-step verification, if with the Nine of Coins and the Three of Cups. Yeah, no, you're only dicking with, it's like two-step verification. Like you have brick walls, and if you get past the brick walls, then let's see if you can get past the blades. If you can get past the first layer of me being the way I am with everybody, then, we'll see if, you get past the layer of understanding that if you understand what I bring to the table, so let's understand what you need to bring to the table, as well as what both of us bring to the table combined actually gets us. Kind of like it's more like you don't have a problem with anybody coming in. It doesn't matter to you, and that's fine. You'll welcome anybody, but on the same hand, it's more like you're like standing in your truth up until this point, which you standing in your truth is in essence the King of Swords, yes, but you have to come at this as a page, because let's face the facts of reality. You haven't had a real straightforward path in general, okay? Seven of Swords. So, yeah, no, you're kind of, taking your understanding. The only difference is you know the way out. And you're not, it's, the Five of Swords is kind of like, with the Five of Swords and the Five of Coins is, you already know what the drama leads to. You already know this, you already know that. So, you know what to stay away from. So, in essence, it's like, this is like, in essence, the brick wall, the two-step verification. Like, okay, you met me at my wall, you're cool, I've hung out with you a couple times, we're vibing a little bit, this, that, and the other, fine and dandy. You see the opportunity at hand, regardless of what it is. It's, your walls are still, being that Seven of Wands with the wands down here at your knees. I'm not saying don't be defensive, just, be less defensive. Be able to allow somebody to come in if they choose to. Basically, show your blades, show your thorns, however the hell you see it. And after that, just kind of be like, when you're vibing, don't release the crazy, just kind of, chit chat, learn about each other. Don't sit there and be that toxic person. Don't sit there and be that, don't take, it's kind of like Jeff Dunham and Peanut, that little bit of that stand-up act of, you can't talk at the same time. It's like, you talk, I talk, you talk, I talk, you talk, you build. Like, hi, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It's it's more of a, and we're only going to do 6 cards today. I just feel only 6 cards today. And see, Judgment's on the bottom of the deck. So that tells me that it's coming in. It's just, you got to be willing to accept the 10 of Cups. You got to be willing to sit here and look at this in a way that's not like, okay, test the waters. Why are we in a hurry? Test the waters, talk, chit chat. The other person has a life just like you do. The other person has friends long before they met you, or you met them, and vice versa. So, go slow. Don't sit there and there's no need to go fast at all. Going fast is just going to screw shit up, to be honest with you. 11:11 on the clock when I just looked up. Because this is going to be the end-all be-all. I haven't even noticed this before. I just looked down and seen a snake on the hand. Be a snake, yes. Be ready to strike if need be. Don't sit there and be all defensive and all, no. Loosen up. Chill the fuck out. Sit there and talk, chit-chat, whatever the fucking case may be. You gotta sit here and you got to, if you want to be loved, you have to show how to love. If you want, like me, like Moonlight Intuitive posted Moonlight Intuitive, Aquarius Company, a Scorpio company. It's all the same channel. I don't care. It's all the same person. But she posted something this morning that was something like, why are most of us single? It's kind of like one of them things of 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. It's not a matter of we're single. It's a matter of we're tired of the BS. We're tired of you're following your intuition. You're following your gut. Like me, it's just like I say, and there goes my ear. See, you're showing your light. Even when you realize that you're not showing your light, you're showing your light. You're blinding people. So, and when I'm gonna presume that this would be for most of us, as much as I hate love reads, this may very well be a love read. Just because I don't like doing them doesn't mean that that's not what's gonna come out. That's just a fact of fucking life. So. It's one of them things that it's the king of the Knight of Wands. Yeah, no. The Knight of Wands with the 6 of Coins and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you know what being breadcrumbed is. We're not doing that route. And with the Knight of Wands, or not the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, over that 2 of Wands, it's more telling me that you're in understanding. You're in pretty much total understanding as to, kind of like, look at what's behind you in the card. Destruction, death. It's rough terrain. And look, we're right here. Our clothes are tattered. Our clothes are torn. We're not looking bad, but we're not looking 100 yet either. And we're starting to get into that easier terrain to where with a little bit of responsibility and a little bit of boundaries, with certain people, you're going to be able to sit there and navigate. And as you navigate, guess what's going to happen? Oh shit, hold on a second. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. We're going to be navigating, and when we're navigating, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be getting shit done. Strength. Yeah. And that fell, and I'm going to leave that right there on the page, on the page of swords. Strength, courage. You know, you're gonna. It's like the difference between. Okay, you're cute, but you're looking for something more than cute. You're looking for something that we're looking for our best friend. That person that's gonna know us better than we know ourselves, because that's just the way that's supposed to fucking work out. Straight up. And that's just the way it works. Three of Swords. It came out in reverse over the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, we ain't dealing with all that nonsense and bullshit and drama. We ain't dealing with any of that shit. We do not care. Ace of Wands. Over the Five of Swords? Yeah, no. You know this is your new beginning. You know this shit. That's why we got the double security up. Queen of Swords over the page of coins. Did I not say that you're standing in your truth? It's just you also understand that just because you're standing in your truth is only from this point back. It's not from this point forward. It's from this point back. And the Tower over that Seven of Wands. Or that Seven of Swords. Yeah, no, you're with the King of Swords. We don't have a legit couple on deck, but we have a legit couple close enough. Yeah, no, you're standing in your truth. You're like, it's going to be this way or it's not going to be this way. 17:47 on the clock. Yeah, no, you're the World as we start with this deck. Come on now. Death. Yeah. It's in reverse at that. Come on. Yeah, no, we're coming out of a death cycle. And we're in that we are legitimately in that Knight of Wands energy. Because guess what? We got a fresh start, new opportunities in every sense of the word coming. Six of Swords and Death. Yeah, no, you're going into calmer waters. You're going into calmer waters. Just because you're part of a situation and a scenario doesn't mean you have to be of that. There's a difference between being of something and being around something. Like the campsite that I'm in, not the most positive environment by any means. Bunch of negative fucking Nancy's, to be quite honest with you. You damn right it is. But I can also monopolize my time and literally be there to sleep, get up, go get a cup of coffee, because, that's part of my routine. And I'm not better than anybody, but certain people in certain situations, you damn right we are better than other people. So, it's on the way you look at it. What are you doing to go from wrong to right? In Flames lyric. As long as we're taking care of ourselves, regardless how it is, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. As long as we're taking care of ourselves to the best of our ability, like yesterday. Because I'm going to tell you right now, whenever I have appointments in my real life, not with the spiritual world, with my real life, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to be doing a video. Because my attention's got to be on 2022. My attention's got to be on what's going on in my life so I can get out of my current situation. 7 of Cups. You have choices. You know what choice to make, so let's do it. Make sure you're doing what you need to be doing. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Just like today, after I get this read uploaded, I got something I got to go get done today. I just like coming over here to the park in the early morning, get this done because it's nice and quiet and calm, cool, and collective. People are just out walking. You see doggies, it's just a nice vibe. So I get this shit done in the morning. 21:11 on the clock, 21:12 on the clock. So it's just make sure we're paying attention. You gonna start spitting out cards anytime soon, or are we just gonna sit here and shuffle? Make sure we're paying attention. Make sure we're doing what we need to be doing. What did I just say? 7 of Wands. Keep them. Be defensive when you're around certain people. That's fine. 21:43 on the clock. But keep most of your walls down to your knees to where you can at least get over them when you need to. That's all that I'm saying. It's going to help you out in the long run. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles. Offers coming in. Slow and steady wins this race, my friend. Slow and steady wins this race. No questions about that. Slow and steady wins this race. 7 of Swords. What did I tell you? Take what you need, leave what you don't. You know what you know. You don't have to prove that shit to anybody. Literally, take what you need and move on down the road. No harm, no foul. It's just like with me, whenever I move out of there, because that's going to happen, it's going to be the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. See, you're avoiding the breadcrumbing. You're sitting there going, nope, 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 nope. Because you know what the breadcrumbing is. You know what that does. The breadcrumbing is always leading to more drama. You're balanced. For once, you're balanced. We're all balanced. 23:32, 23:33 on the clock. 9 of Cups. You're balanced. And guess what? Because you're balanced, there's another small offer coming in. But this offer is understanding on why you are the way you are. This offer understands the tests, what you've been through, the long nights. This offer is going to legitimately commend you for what you have been through. Hot damn. I never knew that. I never knew that there were ships out there in the 3 of Wands. I thought it was just them looking in. But see, now it's just kind of like you're looking with the Lovers and the 3 of Wands right there. It's literally like you're looking at the ships and dare I say you've never been more ready? Because that's the vibe I'm getting, is you've never really been more ready with that. Lovers, the Three of Wands, you got the Five of Wands with the Devil, so, you know, you're done with the fighting. You're done with the fighting. The Moon with the Nine of Cups, yeah, you know your worth. You're willing to go down that smoky trail, walking away from the past, legitimately walking away from the past here. Eight of Cups and Six of Cups. Two of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Come on. You legitimately cannot make this shit up, people. You can't. You can try all day long, but you can't. But, so, slow and steady wins this race. So, with all this being said, I'm with you guys. I'm in the same motherfucking boat you all are in. So, let's do this together. Small steps. For fuck's sake, I have an email address. If you need somebody to bullshit with and chat with or something like that, hit my ass up. That's fine. I have no issue with that. That's what I'm here for. But yes, slow and steady wins the race. You got this. We all got this. So until next time, my peeps, namaste.